Hey everybody, thanks for having me. I want to make one thing clear right off the bat. 2021 is going to be the year of Spawn. So now the question is, why am I here? I'm about to give you what I consider, personally, the single biggest news that I can announce since the formation of Image comic books, and more importantly, the release of Spawn issue #1. And I don't say that lightly, right? It may seem hyperbolic. I don't believe. Because this plan that I have is not just for now, it is a decades-long plan, and I've been thinking about it for a long time. So let's talk about it. I am going to make 2021 the year of Spawn. You and I have been partners since 1992 on the Spawn comic book for over 315 issues that I just put to bed the other day. Sent it to the printers, 315. You and I have been going down this path called Spawn. And there's been a resurgence of it. 300, second biggest selling book in the entire year of 2019. 301 set a world's record. And the sales since the pandemic have actually been going up anywhere between 200 to 400%. But here's the downside. Number one is that you can only come into your shop once a month if you're a Spawn fan. And number two, if you're less than 28 years old, you've never had an opportunity to buy a Spawn #1. I'm going to correct both of those in 2021, this year, for both of us. So how's that going to work? I'm going to do a one-shot that is going to launch what I am just calling simply Spawn's universe. And from that is going to spill the reason for the other 3 monthly books that I'm going to talk to you about. So there will be a one-shot that is going to launch it, #1, and from that will be 3 new monthly books, each beginning with an issue #1. So let's start at the beginning. In June, it begins. Spawn's Universe #1. It's going to have multiple chapters by multiple teams, and it's going to basically be the impetus as to why I'm expanding into this new publishing venture that is going to now get us a Spawn World book every week. Who's going to help me? How do we get there? How do we do this? Easy. We launch big and we launch hard. How do you get there? You get quality, you get good people, you get good stories, and you get good characters. So let's start at the very beginning. The quality of the characters and the quality of the creators. Let's go with the creators because that's what matters to a lot of people. So who do we have on board? Let me just give you a partial list of the people that have already said yes to doing some work within the books. Let's go. We've got Art Adams, never even touched a page of Spawn in his life, is now going to come out. I'm going to be really excited about him. CARLO, BARBERI, the current artist on Spawn right now. If you haven't taken a look at his work, you should. You should. It's superhero classic looking stuff, and he's helping to basically keep the sales of that book up. Brett Booth, one of the basically young generations of the kids that was there at the beginning of the foundation of Image, is going to come on and do a couple covers, and I'm going to ink over them, and I've already begun that process. They're going to look good. J. Scott Campbell, not only going to do one cover, he's going to do a series of them, and he's going to show you and introduce you to all the characters that are about to come out and be big. Greg Capullo, what would Spawn be without Greg Capullo? He is the preeminent Spawn artist, bar none. And here's one, write this one down, Donnie Cates, right? I just got off the phone with Donnie not long ago, and Donnie and I have a bit of a surprise up our sleeve, so get ready. Donnie Cates and Todd McFarlane going to team up and do something cool. Jimmy Cheung, artist on some of the cool X-Men that you've seen in the past few years, he's already started delivering some pages to me. He's looking good. Mike Del Mundo. Mike Del Mundo is not only a guy who can pencil and ink, but also paints his own pages. When you see what he's done for me, I've seen the first couple issues. They look amazing. Javier Fernandez, I call him Javi. He's got this great moody style. He's been doing a bunch of great work for Batman and some of the stuff on DC, and I think his style is perfect for the world that he's about to jump into. David Finch, fellow Canadian, he and I years ago did a cover together. I pulled his chain a little bit, and he said that he would come and give me some artwork, and we can have some fun again. Kevin Keane, a new young name that I don't think most of you are probably familiar with. I think he's going to be a star in short order. He's coming on, and and is helping us with some of the books. Alex Cott. Alex Cott is a writer that I think will bring a sensibility to the world that I've been looking for a long time. I can't write everything, and I don't even consider myself to be that great of a writer. Puppeteer Lee, who not only is a great comic book painting artist, I think he is just a magnificent painter, period. Take the word comic book out of it. Sean Lewis, writer on a book called Thumbs that we published. Sean and I have been sort of working together, been trying to get Thumbs developed as a TV show, but he's going to come on board and help me with some of the stories. He pitched me a couple cool ideas, and I couldn't live without it, so he's on board. Myself, right? I'm going to be doing some writing, penciling, inking, all the things I've been doing for the last 30 years and doing as much as I can to make sure that all these books stay at the standard as I possibly can. Ben Oliver, a great cover artist. I think, again, one of the best in the world, trying to get him to also do some interior pages. Steven Segovia, another X-Men alum. He knows how to do a bunch of people on a page, and I've seen some of his early work, and it is magnificent. PAULO SEQUEIRA, he's, again, another team book guy, done work at Marvel and at DC. His stuff is, his pencils are so tight he doesn't even need an inker. MARCIO TAKARA, if you're not familiar with his work, take a look at what he puts up on his Instagram. He did a page of Wanda and the Vision that blew my mind, but he's also done a lot of work in the past, and he's going to jump on board. That is but a handful, a sampling of the number of people that are coming on the book, and I promise you that I have more, much, much more to bring to you. (2021), mark it down, the year of Spawn. There will be the intro book, Spawn's Universe, and then we roll out the monthlies. So there will be Spawn, the ongoing book that we've got 315 issues of. There will be King Spawn, the first Spawn #1 that you'll be able to buy in 28 years. We're going to have Gunslinger. Gunslinger Spawn is going to come, and he's going to be my badass, and he's going to come there. And then there's going to be the team book, a book I'm calling The Scorched. And the reason it's scorched, because every one of those characters has been burnt at some point. You're going to see characters like the Gunslinger, Spawn, Medieval Spawn, and if you're going to have a character from Hell, you're going to have to balance that group. You're going to have somebody from Heaven. We're going to have the Redeemer. And then you're going to have all the standby bad guys. We're going to create a bunch of new ones. And so that's what we have in store for you. 4 #1s. 3 of them will turn into monthlies and the ongoing Spawn book. A book a week, 4 a month, and this is how we're going to launch it. In 20 years from now, this will be the moment we'll be looking back on saying, remember when that began. And I can't do it without you. I can't do it without those talented people. And from the bottom of my heart, I want to thank you.